And soft, wet touch. It's going to take the kickoff. And refresh me, please.
That's assault, brother.
Is going to open up with a demo on Woda, the captain of the undefeated Jeffendans. Woda pops it out to the corner. Woda driving in, good 50 here. Soft wet touch is going to go up the wall. Get a touch, try to guide it over. Almost stretches out. And refresh me is able to get the save. And another demo. There's Action, the captain for Senpai and Sama. Refresh me. Gets bumped out of the play. Soft wet touch drops it down. Action looks to catch. Loses possession, and refresh me, please. Is smart on the ball. Smart with his positioning. As a 50 rolls orange side. There's a shot. Soft touch. Can't get to it. We were just complimenting the positioning of Senpai and Sama. Refresh me. Now that I look at it, I believe he got pull shotted into that. That's what made it so fast. That's why it came off with some pinch speed. And soft wet touch is just put on blast. Woda trying to get back to make the save here and does so. Action with the shot there. Refresh me. He's got some tricks of his own off the wall. Shot, but no goal. 50 goes out. Woda cheating up, has to turn around. Refresh me. Waits for the miss and a save.
Impressive.
Soft wet touch on defense.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
Woda sends a shot up against the wall, gets knocked off. Was looking for the chip in. Woda to tie it up. Stretches out over the defender. Good pass there right off the backboard. Refresh me, please. Gets a little dunk there, but we are tied with 3:01 remaining. Big kickoff for soft touch. And the demo. And a miss. Woda not ready for it. Rocking the dingo again tonight. I consider Woda a Fennec main. But I may be wrong about that. Jeff and Dan's link up to score goal number 2 and take their first lead of the series. Senpai and Sama kind of losing their grip here. Came out on fire. Nice cancel out. Refresh me. Sends it over to Action. Action has some room to work with and he puts it in. The tying shot.
También se prepara este mangranero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo, Cristiano, Cristiano en el área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
Almost halfway through game number 1. We have a lot of Rocket League left to play. I don't think that was a fake. Woda looks like he was set up for it. Back pass back to soft touch. Refresh me is able to cut it off. He gets bumped, trying to get back to the play. Action, playing 1v1. Soft touch pops it up to himself. Plenty of boost for him. And Action bangs around the corner, sends it out. And nothing doing there. Now down to 2 minutes. Soft touch. Trying to tack on one from the wall again. Action gets back for the save. Woda gets turned around. Double commit there. Might be soft touch ball. And Action stays conservative, stays smart, stays defensive. And pops a shot on, but soft wet touch is there. And this is already shaping up to be an interesting matchup. As Woda gets the save. Woda is headhunting there And in all fairness, had he got the touch, it would have sprung his teammate loose. But nothing happens. I'm getting motion sickness from this director cam on Woda. Okay, I thought we weren't on director cam. It was heavily trained in on Woda. Action sends a shot on wide left. Pops up. Back at the net. Action. That looked like just one of those gee whiz touches. And it ends up right in the bread basket. Senpai and Sama up by 1, 43 seconds remaining. This may be good enough to win game 1. Refresh me. He's loose. Great still. I'm not sure what happened to the back end of Jeff and Dan's. Woda dropped it down, and I believe Soft Touch was cheating up, assuming that they would win the 50, and Senpai and Sama are here to play. They don't care about undefeated records, any seeding, raking. You're in playoffs now. The only thing that matters is who's on the field. Woda puts this up against the wall. Double touches, goes nowhere. Action is able to collect it.
Ooh.
And this is it for game 1. Senpai and Sama able to get it done. 1-0 on the best of 7 series. It is semifinals, so we tack on those few extra games just to make sure we're crowning the right winner. We don't want any excuses at the end of it. As Refresh Me Please is our first MVP. And a good showing from him. Good showing from the number 11 coming into this matchup here. So SNS, some great support from them. We got, well, Tricky bet on them. Tricky put in his hard-earned channel points on the boys. Spartan Snipers filling in. Rum Monkey likes what he sees thus far. I'm not sure if I lagged out. Refresh me. Oh, they asked for a new lobby. Okay. I saw that late. All right, so a new lobby requested by the winning team. Not common, but it makes perfect sense. You're up. You don't want to leave anything to chance. Let's while we're at it, let's get a venue change here. And they're asking for a reset. Yeah, everyone just stopped moving. Like they're playing red light, green light. But usually when a team asks for a new lobby and they agree, they just start leaving. And then, you know, I'm confused for like a second, but then... And here we are, more support for SNS. Sinex now coming in, says easy dubs, they got this. Soft wet touch. Floats it over. Sends a slow roller on. Refresh Me is able to handle it with ease. Action puts it up to the corner. He's coming around. He's coming in hot as well. Woda gets the save. Sends it down the field. Soft touch. Looking to dribble. 50's in. Woda's around. Not close enough. And a bump in midfield. Action sends one on. That's a goal. 1-0. Senpai and Sama.
Can I get a oh yeah?
4 minutes, 13 seconds remaining. Didn't take too long for SNS to get busy. As Jeff and Dan's possibly still reeling from the Game 1 loss.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Soft touch. Wins on the 50. Another demo. Woda this time on action, and they're not able to capitalize. Already on the orange side of the field, we have action already respawned from the demo, and that's goal number 2. SNS is all over Jeff and Dan's. Soft touch tried to get the back pass, and it seems like there's just no kind of bankable synergy here between Jeff and Dan's. 3:27 remaining. And Von's wondering if there's an upset brewing here. And it could be. I haven't seen Jeff and Dan's like this not only all season, but maybe ever. And hats off to Senpai and Sama. They might have their number here. But they'll need 4 wins to prove it. As Woda finds a crease. Refresh Me. Playing a little shallow there on defense. And SNS has to be careful not to rest on their laurels and finish this one out. As Vaughn pointed out, this is an upset that would occur if they're able to walk away with it. Action up on the wall. Floats it over, backboard. Woda drives out. Pinch. Soft touch. Tries to slow it up. Action reads it well. Going the other way. Gets past Woda. And Woda gets bumped off. Watch out for the infield pass. Action almost slots it in. Pass for himself. Woda sends a shot. Tries to go upper 90. Off by inches. More. Almost close one there. Refresh Me. Almost put a nice shot on. Good dribble. Very decisive mechanics. Just a little off in the accuracy. Soft touch. Drives down. With the Doomsy dish to himself, gets that last touch and is able to field it from the wall, and that's the tying score. 1:48, and as good as that is for Jeff and Dan's, they're still trying to capture that magic that they've had this season. That chalks up to essentially a solo play. Soft touch is the only one on the field. He might not be able to capitalize. Refresh Me is able to spawn and drive into defense immediately. Action unable to get the touch. Soft touch with the catch. Now with the beat. Good dribble. First time the fake works for him. One off the backboard. Woda is not there every time. We're kind of looking for the rebound. Woda is there, but with the defender in tow as well. And I'm not sure what to attribute that to, but just more solid defense from SNS. Action. Sends a shot on. Catches Woda flat-footed.
This is my heater. I dare you to hit it.
Woda gets all the way back to the net on the right side. Action takes quick notice of this, sends a hard, fiery shot to the left side of the net and gets it done. Soft touch with the catch. Jeff and Dance find themselves behind on the scoreboard once more. And Woda rolls into that. Soft touch goes wide. It might be one of those nights. And that one will sneak in. Woda credited with that goal, but this one will ping around a little bit.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
"19 seconds remaining. I'm not sure if either team... Hold on. Soft touch. Looking to take advantage. Action too quick.
Yeah, but that backflip though.
And another miss for soft, wet touch. We will get OT.
Fight!
"50 out to the corner. Refresh me driving down. "50 up to the ceiling. And Woda will neutralize it to the corner. Just gonna play it safe again. Seems like Jeff and Dan's are just trying to hang around, knock out the ball as they're trying to get any chemistry between them. You'll notice the clock is ticking upward. The next goal will win it. Golden goal rules. Soft touch. Gets one, beats one defender, and again, I have to talk about SNS. They are so good on defense. Nothing spectacular, but just very sound in their rotations. If you beat one defender, you can almost bet your bottom dollar that the other defender is in net waiting for you, watching you, and probably getting ready to steal the ball. And again, Jeff and Dan's unable to lock up. Soft touch gets a steal at midfield. 4-3, a minute 38 seconds. Splits the post. And Jeff and Dan's will put the series even. And we'll ready up here. Soft touch, 2 goals, 2 saves, 9 shots in the MVP performance. And look at the eagerness from both squads. Ready up almost instantly. I'll hop in to spectate. As we mentioned earlier, a lot of support for SNS in the chat. That everyone loves a Cinderella story. This is the number 11 seed that finds himself in the semifinals, going up against the number 2. And it was an uncomfortable game all game long in game 2. It ultimately resolves in overtime with the Jeff and Dan's win. Soft touch. 50 out. Woda pops in. Looks to chase it in the air, gets knocked off his shot. Wet touch is up, and Action is there to make the save. This one out to the sideline. Soft, wet touch shows you the drip. Goes dribble, sees the defender kind of struggling. Action gets caught up on the post.
Can I get a oh yeah?
And soft, wet touch is able to take advantage. 4:02 remaining in game number 3. Jeff and Dan's on defense. Woda hanging back there. That is a play that has killed Jeff and Dan's all series long.
He shouldn't have been standing there.
As we get another demo, Woda, the recipient of this recent one. Woda looking to read off the wall. Loses a 50 to refresh. And that'll 50 and ping out back to the blue corner. Woda being a nuisance, and Action will tie it up. 1-1. Great play by Action.
Jeepers, mister, you're really strong.
.325 remaining in what's so far a well-fought game number 3. Both teams jockeying, vying for position here. Not only in this game, but also in the series. Series is tied, game is tied, both at once, and another demo. Woda puts that on the field. Soft touch. He's out left. He got up a little early, so it looked. Then either he would have liked or he should have. Action. Driving down the field, rolls it in. The breakaway play for Action.
Encara Messi, 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 gol, 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 gol.
And a lead for SNS. Driving down the sideline. Soft, wet touch. Puts it to the backboard. Action drops it down. Woda comes in. Looking to tie it up again. No, the save. Impressive. Refresh me, please. Says, don't score on me, please. Woda driving in to the corner. Crossing the net, and the demo for him.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
And a slice from wet touch, and we are tied once more. 2:10 remaining. You see the touch off there from Refresh Me after an amazing save. He puts it off a little too hard against that wall. Soft touch takes advantage. Woda pops up, loses the 50, gets back, goes blue corner. Woda tries to recover and rotate ball side. Here comes soft, wet touch. Popping up, flying high, looking for the dribble and loses possession. Not another touch for him. Soft, wet touch, floating it over. Woda waiting for his look, and he's going to favor defense on that one. Backtracks to midfield, comes up on the 50. Now for the back pass, soft, wet touch. Not ready for it. And Jeff and Dance may just go this whole game without really being able to depend on that teamwork. Action floats it over. Woda looking to catch. Refresh Me crashes in with soft touch. Woda driving down the field. It's a 2v1. Woda 50. crossing the net, and Action is there. It might be Action. I keep saying that we see that play over and over again, and it may be the rotational ability of Action that makes it possible. Woda with a great read out of the corner. Nice little self pass, and there we see it again. Jeff and Dan's now have the lead. 36 seconds remaining, but it seems like it's mostly solo plays here. SNS have had success isolating them, playing the 2v1, using the teamwork that they've shown tonight, but so far down on the scoreboard. Action goes up. Double commit. Refresh me, please. Head hunting there. And we finally... That looks like the first miscommunication for SNS. And down to the ground. Game number 3 in the books. GG's all around. And Jeff and Dan's are 2 wins away from punching their ticket to the finals. Again, kicking off this coming Tuesday, and let's go again. I'm feeling good. We'll ready up. Take it to Neo Tokyo here for game number 4. Let's keep our competitors guessing as we load up. Drop into spectate. Game number 4. Double commit there. Action with the save. Flying down the field. Refresh me. Maybe Neo Tokyo is his map.
Encara Messi, 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 gol, 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 gol.
And there you see Jeff and Dan's leaving that midsection open of the field. And SNS are too good not to take advantage. Soft white touch puts it out. Refresh me with the catch. Look at the dribble. He gets dunked. Pops it back. That might be dangerous. Woda's in the air. And a save by Action. And yeah, I'm ready to tip my hat to Action. He is really good on defense, especially on the backboard. Very tricky to get it past him. Woda is going to drive backwards here. Maybe buy himself some time. Now he's up the wall. Soft touch, collects it. Floats one over, looks a little wide. And centers yet again, but Woda maybe playing it safe. Double demo.
Get in the body bag. Yeah.
Didn't go shot, tried to go infield pass, but yet again, we have seen Senpai and Sama able to recover very, very quickly from those demo plays and just charge full steam ahead into defense. Action squeezes through. Another demo.
Oh.
Soft touch has room to work with and rolls it out towards the corner. Action. Good look here. That one looks wide. Woda's able to address it anyway. Soft touch with a nice redirect. Woda gets up in the air, tips it in. Save!
Impressive.
Refresh me on defense. Drops it down. Passes addressed. Woda with the demo, and he's not going to leave time to recover.
Would you look at that? Filthy. Absolutely filthy.
Into the net, 1-1. We are tied yet again. Stop me if you've heard it before. Under 3 minutes, and this might be the complexion for the rest of the series, unless Woda has something to say about it.
Can I get a oh yeah?
And Action was there. We've talked about how well he's played on defense, but just can't get to that ball quick enough. This one's against the back wall. The dunk. The dunk, the demo. Woda is going to stretch up here. Off the backboard. Refresh me, please. No one's touching that one. Soft, wet touch is going to cancel it out. Action with the dunk. Woda tries to tip it in.
Impressive.
And now Refresh Me showing us what he can do on D. Woda dribbles, beats one. Pops out. And Refresh Me is going to get a little bump play of his own. Soft touch. Almost fakes his way to the promised land. And look at the pressure here from Jeff and Dance. Off the backboard. Action is there yet again. Doesn't get credited with the save, but played it to perfection. 50 out. Refresh Me. He's got moves. Just a little too wide there. Did cross, but I think Senpai and Sama are just recovering from their last defensive stint. Woda touches. Action is going to just sail it on over. Double off the wall. Where's Refresh Me? He's going to tip it down. Woda, the length of the field. And that one is wide. Dunk there. Off the wall. Soft touch. What does he want here? He's going to put it to the corner. 60 seconds about now. As Action gets a wall steal to get possession for him and his team. Action looks a little high. Jostling in the blue corner. Let's see if Woda can get it out. Wins. And that is an empty net. Soft, wet touch to slice it in. Bar down.
Encara Messi, 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 gol, 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 gol.
And Jolly Saint Nick, Jolly Saint Nick is still representing Roadkill Esports. No RK teams on the field currently, but good to have you, Saint Nick. Treyway, appreciate the follow, the teammate. We got our semifinals match tomorrow. Woda, no, he gets crashed into by Refresh Me, please. Rotating back on defense. That one's going into the field. A 2-goal lead for Jeff and Dan's, and this one should be it. Not enough time to score 2. Maybe 1 if Senpai and Sama are so inclined. And Jeff and Dan's with the 3rd win, but it is a best of 7 tonight and the rest of finals. 3-1 on the series, and it hasn't been terribly comfortable for Jeff and Dan's, but they're getting it done. They're getting it done. They're playing smart. You saw their 9 saves from SNS, and I think 7 of them came from one sequence from Jeff and Dan's. And here it is, match point for J&D's. On your feet, Action, dribbling, soft wet touch, gets clobbered.
It's clobbering time!
But is able to make the save. And it's a loose ball on blue side of the field. Woda, does he want pass? He's got a teammate up. He goes wall, another demo.
He shouldn't have been standing there.
And Woda tries to dunk his way into a leading goal. Action gets turned around, and if you're just joining us, Senpai and Sama were able to walk away from game 1 with a win. It was a narrow win. I believe it went into overtime, but a win all the same, and it's just been progressively better for Jeffidans going forward. Soft wet touch is taking no prisoners here in game number 5. As we get the dunk from Refresh Me, he has seen the dribble plays and he's probably quite done with it. Action can't tip it in off the wall as we continue to roll. And Cinex has been watching in silence the past few games, but he says, well, I don't think it's a reverse sweep because it'll be a huge comeback for sure. But as I was saying, I'm pretty sure SNS took game number 1. But point taken. Hold on. Woda has some space to work with against the back wall. Refresh Me gets up, pops it away, sealing down. Wet touch is there. Self pass, 7 boost to work with, and that's what we've seen from both players, from Senpai and Sama. They are so good on their backboard. They're not going to allow any loose balls, any waterfalls, any easy shots, and they're going to keep their backboard clean. Soft wet touch, pops one up to himself, trying to carry it through. And another save.
Impressive.
Refresh Me, please, yet again. Let's see if Woda's around to pop up to this one. Action with a mistouch there. No one is able to take advantage. And Jeff and Dan seem like they would just want to play a battle of attrition. They're on offense. They're staying on offense. They're not relinquishing possession. And it just seems like they're outlasting SNS on the orange side of the field. Soft wet touch. Gets boost starved and tries to score with 0. Gets a pad for his troubles. Still tied 0-0. And that one will sneak in. Weird play for Jeff and Dan's. Refresh Me got tunnel vision on the net. And maybe the pinch in threw off soft touch, but it's hard to say. And Pyro is going to give us updates from our Tier 1 Watermelon Eating Time crew. And they're going to go up 2-0. Senpai and Sama keeping things interesting.
Mathematical!
SNS finding a great time to get hot here. 1:37 remaining, so not much time left for Woda and Soft Touch to pretty much end the series. Hold on. Maybe goal number 3. Woda's on defense alone and goes for the clear. Out to blue corner. This will say a lot for SNS if they're able to maintain this momentum. Senpai and Sama looking quick. Action is looking for goal number 3. 60 seconds remaining. Jeff and Dans have their work cut out for them. Into the field. And Refresh Me dunks it in. 52 seconds remaining. This one should be over.
Jeepers, mister, you're really strong.
And I think I can say with a fair amount of certainty that this one might be it. At least for game number 5. And Jeff and Dan's, now they know that SNS isn't just going to walk away and hang their heads. They are in it to win it. 39 seconds now. Soft touch going to power slide. Lose possession. Woda's back on defense. Floats one in. Goal number 4. Now Jeff and Dan's may have a few concerns. And they have to D up Woda just a little too hard against the wall. Back into the field for goal number 4. Refresh Me looking to catch. Soft wet touch. To the wall. This is all the formality. Ticking down to 10 seconds. Perhaps this will be decided in game 6. It's sure as hell not being decided in 5. And Jeff and Dan's will sneak one in. Why not? Action still there on defense. Pinched just a little too quick. And we'll keep rolling. We'll keep it Neo Tokyo. Crowd here's rocking. Chat is enjoying it. Ready, back up. Refresh me with a 4-goal MVP performance. 2 saves to his name. And 7 shots total for SNS. And let's see what Jeff and Dan's are going to put together here. No substitute players for Jeff and Dan's. So whatever they have on the field is what they got. As Woda is a little slow to ready up. Jeff and Dan's still at match point, needing 1 game to win it. Senpai and Sama needing 2. As this one is far from over. 14 seconds down in the intermission. Woda taking the full time here. Not sure if he needed a break, had something going on. He will ready up last second. And we are ready. And here we are. It's hard. I mean, unless you're Cinex, it might be hard to predict what will happen next, how every game will transpire. But Jeff and Dan's really let game 5 get away from them. And let's see what the fortune holds for either team here. Woda pops up, wins the 50. Refresh taking his time, sends it downfield. Soft wet touch. Can he double off the wall? He has some boost to work with. And again, action. It's just like I said, they're not going to give you that easy touch off the wall. A fake. Soft touch. Got good enough direction. Boats it on. Still crossing. Woda waiting in the back. And he'll pop up to himself. Soft touch. Almost gets a dunk. But it'll cost him a goal. A little over a minute. And Senpai and Sama strike first. Good pressure from Jeff and Dan's. Just get a little too caught up in the game flow. Woda driving up the wall. Soft touch. Pops it. Up and away. 2 defenders there. And that is almost guaranteed. We've talked about it before, but that is... You pretty much can count on both defenders being there in some form or fashion. Which is fine if you have your teammate in position ready for it. Woda, again, runs into those 2 defenders. You're not going to catch SNS sleeping at the wheel. They're going to make you earn every single goal. As Soft Touch tries to sneak one in. Rolling down from the backboard. Fresh misses that. Woda has a shot lined up. It goes high against the backboard as action bumps into him yet again. Here comes the cross. Action. Look at the rotation. It is like clockwork. Action goes out. Fresh comes the front post. Fresh goes out. Action comes to front post. Now, I imagine he's driving down the field, and there he is. And again, this is almost textbook rotations here from SNS. And that is how an underdog, so to speak, will be involved in these high-stakes games and semifinals in the playoffs, making a deep run. play the fundamentals. Play the fundamentals. Make your opponent outplay you on every single touch, every single play. And SNS are making Sinex look very smart, who did predict a comeback. Wodo drives down. Now for the demo. Can he negotiate it? And no, once more, we have seen that a handful of times here. Jeff and Dan's will get enough demos, but will lack the speed and the positioning to finish it up with the score. Soft touch sends it away. Woda drive it in, beats one man. This should be goal number one. Woda gets it in. Minute 25 remaining, and that is why 2v2s is so interesting. You can't sleep, you can't take anything for granted, because just like that, the difference in the lead is one goal. Here comes Fresh. Looking for his teammate, gets 100 boosts, driving down the field. He might be both members of Jeff and Dance just in the corner here. They get a stay of execution. Action can't get it going. Woda sends it down the field. Let's see if he can read it. And he gets it perfectly.
Oh yeah, banana bread, bro!
I thought the ball had a little more speed going down the field. Woda is able to judge it, track it in the air, and shoot in an easy one.
Fight!
And just in case you were dozing, Jeff and Dance ties it up. Again, still match point. Loser of this will play for third place privileges. Woda gonna read it out of the corner, and good save there by Fresh. And Action sends it to blue corner, just trying to mount something. They have had success from that angle. Fresh sends it at the goal. Woda goes up the wall, floating it over. Can't get to it, beats one man. The second defender was one too many. SNS in trouble again, and that one will get past Soft Touch. Woda setting himself up in the corner. Will he go shot? Will he go pass? Looks like it's crossing still. Soft Wet Touch gets the fake. He's still on it. Pops up. Maybe overtime, and we do get overtime.
Fight!
Explosion. RL, appreciate the follow. Hold on. A miscue, a demo.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
It might end like this, and it does. Senpai and Sama, Sinex, all the support they've had all series long, I imagine all season long. I'm borderline speechless. Sinex says my boys did good. They did do good. They did very well. I was wondering. They were so close to forcing a game 7. But Jeff and Dan's are able to squeak one out. It just seems to keep getting harder and harder for them as they make their way through this playoff bracket, and it will be Woda I'm speaking to here. Call out to him. Woda,
Hello.
were you sweaty?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know. It was a weird series. Were you ever really comfortable, throughout that whole series?
I mean, it may be in individual games, but not in the grand scheme of the entire series.
Right. Okay. I feel you on that. Yeah, maybe certain games, most of them seem like they were close. They come out, they win game number 1, which, sometimes you guys do drop from time to time, but you guys, you looked off. And when it came down to teamwork, it just wasn't there. I know you guys never really hang your hat on it, but it was just not there for you in any capacity whatsoever. But the solo plays, the heartbreaker game 6 overtime goal. Did you guys remark on that in the voice chat at all?
No, soft touch. It was like rolling. He's like, it's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking real good.
Well, it was just, they're so clean. I don't know if you noticed how clean the rotations were just all series long.
Yeah. It was tough. Like, we felt like we'd have offense forever and just could not get a goal.
Yeah,
someone always in net.
Right. I was imagining, frustratingly so for you guys, because you're doing everything you can. And soft touch says we noticed. and you could just see they just perfect, like really, really, truly perfect, which obviously made it really difficult on you guys. And in game 6 overtime, they bump each other on kickoff. There's a mistouch on the back wall, and then you guys are in. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other way for a game like that to end. I knew it was going to end like that for one of us.
Yeah.
That game, and if not the series. I was like, it was just so close the whole way. It's the only way stuff ends. It's just like stupid
I
errors.
think that's true. I should have saw it coming, actually. Well, here it is. You guys are now the highest seed in the bracket, being the number 2. The number 1 went down.
Yeah, I saw that. I was surprised.
Yeah.
They played Scott's team. I was talking to Scott about it. He said they were just nuts.
Right. Yeah, you guys played Ghoul Gaming. They thought they were going to see you. Was it Ghoul Gaming? Yeah, it was Ghoul Gaming.
Yeah.
You guys had that close game, and they thought they would see you in the finals, but they got knocked off by Exile Gaming. So
yeah, I mean, we held up our end of the bargain.
Right. Yeah. No matter who you face next week, they're going to be some killers. But
yeah, I mean, at this point in the playoffs, once you get into like semis and on, it's just like no matter who you play, it's going to be tough matches.
Right. You're
never going to get anything easy.
I don't want to keep you, sir. I'm going to try to get a raid going to catch the rest of our tier 1 matchup with Wet Love.
Yeah, you should. I'm already there. We're up 3-0.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me try to catch the end. But good luck.
I know. Send it over by all means.
Good luck to you, sir, next week. Peace.
Yep, you as well. Peace out.
All right, you heard it, folks. You're going to get this stream going. Sorry, raid going. And try to catch the end of Watermelon Eating Time.
Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Wet Love up 3-0 in the games, going for match point in this tier 1. Looking pretty good out here. Floofy looking for a man in center, ends up only finding Wet Love players. Player with the clear, up to himself. Decides not to follow through, Blood's going to collect.